Hello, I'm Dr. Kritzer. Welcome back to Introductory Survey Research. And this is Unit 3.2. And I'm going to show you some simple analysis tools on Excel to look at look at some of your survey results. What you see in front of you is an Excel spreadsheet. And the first few columns are test scores, and then I have some demographics. And what we're going to do is we're going to find out how this set did on this test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to highlight all of the scores on this test. And I believe there's 100 people that took this test. And then I'm going up to formulas, and I'm going to find out the class average or mean on this test. So I go up to this symbol here, and I click on that downward arrow, and I click on average. And if I scroll all the way down again, I will find that the average for that class on this test was 47.77. Now, let's say that I want to know in this class who did better. Did boys do better than girls? Well, or did girls do better than boys? Well, here is my category gender. And with gender, I have boys designated as 1 and girls as 2. Males as 1, females as 2. And I'm going to find out which did better on that test. So I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight my gender column, and I'm going to go up to data, and I'm going to sort. I'm going to sort the gender column. And if you'll notice, all of the 1s are now together. And then all of the 2s are together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to scroll all of the 1s, highlight all of the 1s. As so. But what I want to do is highlight their test scores. So I'm moving that over to there. So let's do that one more time. I'm going to highlight the test scores for all of the 1s, all of the males. And there it is. And if I go up to formulas and I click on average, and then I scroll down once more, I will find that males average 43.35 on that test. Well, let's see how females did. So I go back and I'm going to scroll all of the 2s. And then I go up again to formulas, to average, click on average, and I scroll down once more, and it appears that females got 50.9. Females did better than males. So that's one way, that's another way of analyzing your results. And let me show you one more thing that you can do with this simple set of data. If you take a look at, let's just highlight one column. Let's look at the age column. And let's say that we want to find out what percent was in each age group. Well, the way we do that is we have to be able to let's try to make a pivot table to show how this age group is divided up. So I'm going to highlight age, and I'm going back up to data, and I am going to so here we have the age category highlighted, and I'm going to make a pivot table. And the pivot table is going to show me how these age groups break down. I go up to Insert, I click on Pivot Table, I click OK. There's my pivot table. There's my age variable. I put it down here as a label. I also put it down here as a value. And I see here that these are the breakdowns for the labels. But I want to know percentage-wise. So if I click on that little arrow there, I go to Value Field Settings. I make sure I have Count there, but I want to show the values as a percentage of the total, of the grand total. And then I click OK, and there are my percentages. And if you want to, you can also label, do a better job of labeling these categories, and that's how you could do that right there. Well, I hope this has been helpful. I've shown you a couple of simple analysis tools of what you can do with your survey data. I'm Dr. Kritzler, and I'll be back with you again for Unit 4.